DIY or Die, Walker Vapor Group LLC, or any of its associates do not condone nor encourage the use of nicotine, vapor products, or any mood-altering substances without the explicit consent of a physician. The content viewable on this channel is strictly for entertainment purposes only and not meant to be seen as informational or educational. Must be 21 years or older to view these materials.
Silky Beat. Hey, what is up, mixers? Welcome back to another episode of the MIXINVIXENS. My name is Emily, also known as Mil Nikon. And let's say hello to our other Vixens. We've got JJ, also known as Flavor Pro. Hi, JJ.
Good evening, everyone. Hi, Emily.
Hi. And we've got Jen, the E-Juice Fairy.
How's everybody doing?
Hello, hello. And we've got the lovely Rin Vapes.
Hi.
Hi. And last but certainly not least, the newest member of the MIXINVIXENS is Lumi. Hello, Lumi.
Hi.
Hi. How's it going?
Peachy.
Peachy. Nice.
Always peachy.
How's everyone's weekend?
Over.
Over. Yeah, I agree. So over.
But
I had a good weekend and I'm off from work this week, so
nice.
feeling kind of good.
That's sweet. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna go anywhere or do anything or just stay home?
This is a staycation. I think I've been gone long enough.
Yeah, you've been traveling quite a bit lately.
Yeah, I kind of need some time here at the house because I was gone. I've been gone a lot. So
Yeah.
My house is a disaster. I did clean up my mixing room though, kind of.
Nice.
I mean, a lot better.
Oh man, mine needs to be reorganized so bad. I'm like running out of room. I'm starting to put, I have nail polish racks for each brand, but I'm starting to have to put more bottles like on top of other bottles, like sideways, to just kind of put them in there because I don't have enough room and it's awful. And it takes me forever to find something sometimes.
Yeah, I completely understand that, but it's not that I didn't have anywhere to put my stuff. It's just that while I've been mixing and doing stuff, I've been just gathering them on this desk or on that desk and not putting anything away. So all I had to do was put it back. I have a few things that are still out, but it's not as bad as it was. That's for sure.
Yeah, you're as bad as me. I just dumped everything into a drawer to get put away.
Girl.
It was all on my desk. It was like, my desk needs to be wiped off. It's all icky.
I have to do this so often that I don't really have too much of a problem because I'm constantly floating between DIYing, making more stands, braiding coils, more DIYing.
See, and with me, I go to work, I come home, I cook dinner, I do dishes, I come home, I mix, I try to catch up on Twitter, I sleep, so I never have time.
You're constantly on Twitter.
Yeah. Take some of that Twitter time and clean.
Do what?
Take some of your Twitter time and clean your shit.
That's what I did today. I've only been on 3 times today.
Yeah, I've never done Twitter or Instagram. Like, I'm just, maybe I'm too old, but like the whole like web 2.0 thing where it's like anything after Facebook, like Instagram and Twitter and Snapchat and all that stuff, like I just don't even bother with it.
I was really conflicted because when I first got on, it was so amazing and it was just such an easy, fun way to advocate. And then it just became overwhelming again. And then I was like,
yeah,
God damn it. It's too much. I can't keep up with this. There's just too much.
You just got to take Twitter breaks. You got to put it down for a little while, a couple of days, and then go back.
There's so much content that you can easily just waste so much time just scrolling through crap on your phone.
It's like Instagram.
Yeah.
I'm just as bad as on Instagram and Facebook. I don't even check Facebook anymore unless it's Messenger. Only things I check are direct messages. Well, you guys know that when you try to talk to me in Discord and I never reply back.
Yeah. See, I'm bad with Facebook. I'm in a lot of different groups, and like I'm always checking. Like I spend a lot of time just scrolling through crap on Facebook.
And like, does this really need my answer, or is somebody else going to take care of this?
Yeah. Normally I see it, I look, and I'm like, oh, JG's already answered this. I'm good.
Sometimes it's like, I can't add anything here.
myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like what I would have to say has already been said. So I'll just
then,
like it.
Then occasionally you get into those arguments with people who think they know what they're talking about, and it's like,
oh yeah,
no.
Oh yeah.
I got ballsy one night and thought I would argue with somebody, and then I did some investigating and found out that they were only 16, and I just blocked them and deleted everything that I posted. And I was like, I'm not arguing with a 16-year-old. They shouldn't even be on here. What the fuck are they doing?
Well, most of the time I'm pretty good. I can bite my tongue and not say anything, but every now and then it just gets the best of me. Like I'm having a rough time of day or something, and I can't. I have to say something, and it normally gets me in trouble. But
I'm the queen of link bombing. Like I will drop you a bunch of links and be like, yeah, you're wrong.
You're wrong, and here's why. Yeah.
I rarely go on major rants. A lot of time I just retweet something with a smart ass 2-liner when I'm on Twitter.
Oh yeah.
But when I check it, I check everybody's thing, and then I start just hitting retweet, and then sometimes something gets my attention, and I'm like, "Fuck you, retweet."
All right, so this week we did that cake that you guys see in the corner there. Did you guys enjoy mixing this up?
I'm vaping it right now.
Yeah,
I actually mixed something I could vape.
Nice. That's first.
Nobody else is going to be able to vape this, but that's okay.
I'm vaping mine. I have no idea what I created here, but it's okay. I like it.
That's all that matters.
Yeah, as Concrete said, because I didn't know how to name what I was tasting, it's pretty solid. Weird, but it's solid. So
I saw on your thing that you had Concrete leave a review for it. That's awesome.
I was like, I really like this, but I don't know what I'm tasting. So I was like, maybe I could get a more refined palate to taste it. And Friction was like, it's just weird enough for you to link it to Concrete. And I was like, okay.
Nice.
I got a new Eddie. It's not bad.
What'd you get?
So I tested mine on this new recurve. I got the recurve dual, but I only put one coil in it. But it's much better. It's even better than this recurve regular because it's got more space and more. The juice can sit there, so I'm thoroughly enjoying. It's very saturated. It's very good.
Nice.
That's what I'm vaping it on.
I haven't gotten new hardware in so long, and I just don't need anything. Like I've got so many mods and crap. It's like
I just have a shopping problem.
I can't. I don't even look at like the newest stuff. I used to watch Grim Green and stuff and look at all like the reviews.
Dude, I have mods that I've never opened.
Oh wow!
I mean, this is brand new.
I've noticed lately I have a shopping problem for mods, but I'm also having a problem where they're burning out. So it feels so crappy because I buy a mod, I get excited, and then it burns out on me or it breaks. And I don't mishandle my mods. I literally stay home and stream at my computer.
That's why I got one of these.
They don't make them like they used to.
I dropped that shit.
Is that the Aegis Solo?
But
no, this is the 26651.
Oh, okay.
You can't get it anymore.
Yeah, I've got the Solo one.
The one that I have right now, it's just coming up. Like I just had my 2-month anniversary of owning it, and the screen is already burning out. The battery rattle's terrible, so I took advantage of this Modus sale.
Yeah,
that thing that JJ is holding up right there is a freaking workhorse. That one and the Aegis Solo, they're workhorses. Because if my son and my husband have survived it for 3 months, they're worth it. Yeah. If I had enough money, I'd buy 2 more and put them up.
I'm a little more careful with this one.
Yeah, I like the Aegis mods. They're tanks. Like they last for a while. And I've had this drag, the Voopoo drag thing. I've had this for over a year, and it's fine. Like it's a little scratched up, but It's still
Yeah, I've had
working.
my Dovpo topside for over a year, almost a year now, and it's fine.
My drag stayed pretty solid until I had to shatter the magnets in it.
Oh,
You can always glue new magnets
did
in
you
it.
slam
That's what
the
I
door
did.
shut on it or
Yeah.
something?
I glued in the magnets in the wrong way because I wasn't. And I used my super epoxy glue that I use for my stands. So I just had to sit there with a chisel and hammer the magnets out.
Oh wow. Cool. Yeah, I can't. I don't work on things. If it breaks, I just toss it. I don't know how to do that kind of stuff. I'm not handy like you guys.
Well, I also live with a mod maker, so you know.
Exactly. Yeah, you got it made.
I work with a builder, and he feels like if he can't fix it with a hammer, it can't be fixed. So mods don't work that way.
Yeah, no.
And I just want everybody to know that usually we're bitching about my internet connection. Today it's actually my PC. It says that it's at 198%, whatever the hell this is. But I couldn't do anything because we'd have to do it before. I'd have to shut down my computer, and the girls were like, no.
Yeah.
You always
it's all
sound like
our
shit anyways.
fault.
We're going on.
Yeah.
It's our fault.
You might have a virus or something running. Just
I can hear it running in the
Yeah.
back. I hear the like something's running in the background. I deleted one of my virus protections and installed another one. They might be clashing against each other. Maybe there's some remnants of the old one.
You were supposed to have me work on your computer so long ago, and just hearing you talking about this is making me cringe.
I know. You just want a computer share with her and get in there and fix
Yeah.
whatever's wrong.
And I don't know anything about computers, so I just install shit, and maybe
just let her remote desktop it and just get in there and just.
That's what I do.
Yeah, you got two of us that can do it for you. Come on.
I log in the team viewer, and before I open any file, I ask permission just because I don't want to open up and find any hidden files. So.
Let me know when and where. I'm here all week. I don't work this week.
Label all your porn, dude. Don't open Lumi.
I don't have any, but this is my computer my husband uses too. That might be what's wrong with it.
Yeah.
So there's hidden porn on there. There's a way
Probably.
to hide files. There's a way to hide files. You could go in and unhide them and find all the porn.
I'm sure
Unless
he
you
uses his cell phone.
password protect it. Yeah.
I can't imagine him carrying this thing into the bathroom.
All right, moving on. The pistachio cake.
Pistachio cake.
Or floral cake, or I don't know. I did pistachio because it was green and pistachio is green, and I thought I liked pistachio like as a flavor because I love pistachio nuts. Oh my gosh, my favorite nut in the world. But turns out I don't think I really liked any of the pistachio flavors all that well.
No,
Wow.
they don't taste like pistachio.
They don't taste like pistachio. They're just not very authentic. But I did make a mix that was really good, and it does use pistachio flavors. So, that's one thing. But like, it's not something if I'm thinking of, I want to mix something for myself. Oh, let me just add some pistachio. No.
Yeah, I'm more likely to add hazelnut.
Yeah. Or butter pecan. I like butter pecan.
Mm-hmm.
So do you want to go first, Emily?
Sure. Gosh dang, I don't have it up. All right, so I just named it Milne Icon's pistachio layer cake. Because I'm creative like that. And so for the cake layer, I used 2 flavors. I did 1-on-1 golden sponge cake. It's kind of like a Twinkie, like it's a yellow cake. It's pretty good, but then to kind of bump it up and add like some graininess and like make it more of like a kind of a boxed yellow cake, I went with 2% 1-on-1 cornbread. That I'm telling you, like the cornbread is my new secret ingredient of anytime you're doing a cake and you want that like real kind of graininess, forget AP, add cornbread, because cornbread, it doesn't really have too corny of a taste. you can
Too
cover it up.
corny of a taste.
Yeah, like it's not very corny. It's more just like a sweet and grainy, you know?
Texture.
Yeah, texture. Thank you, Rin. And then for the pistachio, I went with 2 different kinds just because why not? You know, I like layers. Layers are cool. So I did 3% TFA pistachio, and then I did 2% Wonder Flavors pistachio cream because even though they're not like an authentic pistachio, they're pretty good flavors. The TFA pistachio kind of has like I don't
It's
know if
almond. It's
yeah, it is. It's almond. But it's like it has a little bit of like a sourness. I think that they're trying to make it like that green bite, I guess. But
yeah.
so it needs a steep. And then to kind of bring down that sourness a bit and kind of offset it, I wanted like a darker kind of sweetness to add to this. So I did 2% Vape Train English toffee. It's buttery, you know, it adds some butteriness to it. And it's kind of darker and it's a nice, sweet toffee flavor.
See, sniffing all the pistachio flavors I got, I did pick up Wonder Flavors pistachio cream. It smells the most like pistachios to me.
Yeah.
Out of all of them. TFA's is just almond. It's like bitter almonds. It's good. It works well. And it actually works more in that white layer of the cake than I think it does the green layer.
Yeah. I agree. And it's like creamy like the almond is, you know.
That English toffee sounds good though. I don't think I have that.
Oh, you should get it. So Folkart he turned me on to this flavor. It was for your show. We did the Harry Potter things.
Yep.
And he made a butter beer with English toffee and butter toffee base. And oh my God, it's really good. Ever since then, I've been using English toffee and things because it's a nice flavor. It's a good flavor. If I want like toffee, like a main kind of toffee note, I'll either use Flavora toffee or Vape Train like toffee ice cream. But I use English toffee a lot if I just want like a darker kind of like a brown sugar caramel like toffee note, you know. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It's really good.
I think I got the hard crack toffee or something like that.
You know, I don't know if I've ever tried the hard crack toffee. I think I have it, but I don't think I've ever tried it. What's it like?
Yeah, I'm all in my Wonder Flavors box now. Thanks, Emily.
I don't know. Let me pull my drawer out here that I've got. I've got toffee ice cream.
Yeah, it's so good, guys.
I do have the toffee ice cream.
You get anything, get toffee ice cream.
I can't vape it, but it smells good.
Oh, you can? It's too dappy for you, eh?
Yeah.
I have pistachio ice cream as well.
Toffee ice cream is like just dappy and buttery and just it's got a great top. Like it's like a really dense vanilla ice cream with like bits of toffee in it. It's really good. I like it a lot.
Oh, you're in here somewhere.
I think maybe I may sound like I'm the toffee queen because I don't know. Maybe Noted did a toffee or something. So I have had a lot of toffees.
Yeah, that's probably it. You and your
Flavor West Toffee Dream Cream. Forget about it. Don't get it. It's kind of gross.
Which one is that?
Oh, there it is.
Flavor West Toffee Dream Cream.
Yeah, that's disgusting. It tastes like I don't know, butyric acid.
Yeah.
Tastes
hard
like
crack
vomit.
Toffee, the Vape Train hard crack toffee smells a bit coffee-like.
Really?
Like there's a bit of a coffee note in there, but it's like super caramelly coffee.
Interesting.
That smells really good.
The butter toffee base, guys, I repeat, do not smell it or hand test it because it's disgusting. But if you put it in a vape, oh my gosh.
From Vape Train or from Wonder Flavors?
Vape Train butter toffee base is what it's called. It's really good in a vape, but it tastes so disgusting.
Oh, I have Real Flavors butter toffee.
On your hand. I don't know. I've never tried Real Flavors butter toffee.
That one's very much butterscotch.
Yeah?
Yep. Nice creamy butterscotch.
You're a creamy butterscotch.
I'd like to be a creamy butterscotch. I almost used macadamia nuts from Vape Train in mine, but it was like, well, I want to actually be able to vape this. So I'll go next if you want to put mine up, James.
Dylan said she just looked up the picture of the cake, and it's supposed to be a pistachio lime lemon cake with buttercream frosting.
I'm glad I didn't look it up.
That sounds delightful.
No, you're not supposed to look it up.
Yeah, no, we don't cheat, DeMillan. We just go by our own perception of things.
So I have a bunch of weird ass percentages here because I went to Lumi's Mind Palace.
Is that what we're going to call it?
Lumi's
Mind Malice instead of what you usually call it, which is where you over drip something and you just used it.
Lumi, you're rubbing off on us. Yes.
I'm like, I want to vape this and I want to enjoy it. And if anybody else wants to mix it, you're probably going to have to triple everything I've put in here except for the donut. So don't put the donut up for chocolate glazed donut beyond 4.5%, or otherwise it's just going to overpower the entire recipe. Yeah. You could go up to 5% if you're using a pod, but at the same time, you're probably not going to get as much cream out of it. So I wanted to do the layers. I did the chocolate glazed donut for the cake, which definitely is in there. There's plenty of chocolate cake taste. I blended almond, marzipan, New York cheesecake, Tyrone, and vanilla ice cream for the white part with the frosting and the cream. So I wanted like an almond cheesecakey kind of taste to that. And then the pistachio and the butterscotch are kind of the layer, and a little bit with the Tyrone to add to the add to the pistachio. It's very, very low percentages. I taste everything the way it should be tasting. My hubby said it tastes like sweet air. So he didn't even get chocolate out of it. His reaction was, "You gave me pistachio?"
What's your total percentage?
6.5. I
think that should be plenty.
It should be, but at the same time,
because he vapes tobacco all the time.
Yeah, and it's such little amounts. Like it's only 0.09% of FA almond. It's like one drop in the bottle. So it's very little of that. It's very little of the marzipan. The Tyrone was pretty low because Tyrone to me gets really weird.
Yeah.
And it needs to steep forever.
It does.
I can't stand Tyrone.
And so I didn't want to use it too high, but I just wanted that little bit of darkness in the back note to the pistachio, because the pistachio is dark, but it's not quite rich enough. And to me, Tyrone has some nut notes to it. So I thought that would blend in well. And then the marzipan brings it up, as does the New York cheesecake. And then the butterscotch just makes it sweeter overall. And of course, I can't taste the creams all that well, but you know, I expect to be cream blind. It's delicious to me. Hopefully somebody else will like it. It might be a Rin recipe.
I don't like the chocolate glazed donut though.
Oh, see, I love that she added chocolate glazed donut and turned it into like a chocolate cake with pistachio.
I still might mix it just to.
That looks really good, because I think pistachio and chocolate would go. I've never tried it, but it sounds to me like it would go really well together.
I like it. It's not donut to me. Like I don't get donut from chocolate glazed donut. I get chocolate cake from it.
Yeah. So. Yeah, it's hard unless you really pump it up. It's hard. I don't get much of the yeast, I mean, it's a little bit there, but it's easily covered up, like.
Yeah, you really need to add sweetener to it if you want it to actually be a glazed donut. Which you could add sweeteners to this if you really wanted, put a couple drops of sweetener of whatever kind you like, and it's going to bump the sweetness level up for you.
Yeah. I'm not above mixing it, except I'm missing at least one of those.
How are you missing any of that? It's all flavor art stuff. This is an entirely flavor art recipe.
You're right. I'm not missing any of that.
What's the FA pistachio like? Is that an authentic pistachio?
It is authentic dry pistachio, not the kind that you would get in a pudding. It's even got that oily flavor to it.
Yeah, it's like the actual cracked nuts.
Okay, which is what you want like on top of a cake, you know?
And it's dark and it's rich, and the almond definitely needed to offset that a little. You could blend, if you didn't have FA almond, I would put like 0.25% of the TFA pistachio in here, just to bump that creaminess up and to smooth it out a little.
TFA pistachio is like that fake green like pistachio pudding.
Yeah, it
tastes like a cross between pistachio and almond.
Yeah.
You're right. I have absolutely every single one of those ingredients.
Nice.
Winstead, you may want to bump the vanilla ice cream up a little bit, maybe.
I
don't taste it, so
probably not, because you got the New York cheesecake at 0.4,
and the ice cream's at 0.45.
So that's a total of 1%, and both of those grow a lot with time.
And JJ said that she was cream blind, so
probably not. At 1% total of between those two creams, that's a lot for me.
Yeah.
If I want to taste the other things.
And if you really wanted to make it a little more frostingy, I would add Flavora frosting to it at like 0.5%. Because gotta verify it. Right. It's already got eight flavors in there.
I was looking at the frosting from Wonder Flavors, and I was thinking about that one to give it some dappiness.
Yeah, I went DAP free, and it doesn't have any specific frosting notes. You could add something frosting to this to make it a little more cakey. But I wanted something I could vape. So that's where I went. Who's next?
Gotcha. I'll go next, because I was thinking about what you made when you added the chocolate frosting to it, and quite honestly, I used the chocolate in mine as well, because I do find that chocolate and almonds do go together. You don't need a lot of it, so I'm not sure if James has me up yet. He does.
Yep.
Cool. So I used FA almond at 0.5%. Mixed in with TFA pistachio at 1.5%. Now, TFA pistachio, you can bump that up to 3%, but I didn't want, with the FA almond mixed in it, it's plenty. So it's a cross between a pistachio and an almond, and I did not want to use Flavor Art almond, even though it's more natural, because I didn't want the waxy, realistic, non-sugared almond that it is.
Yeah.
For my cake base, and of course, I'm very original like Emily, and mine is just pistachio layer cake. I didn't even put juice fairy. So I used vanilla cupcake from Capella.
Nice.
It's pretty sweet to me, and I like that cupcake. I don't think it has a whole lot of cake note to it. It doesn't have enough to...
Not at 2%.
Huh?
No. Not at 2%.
Not at 2%, especially since I use Bavarian cream at 3% on top of that. So that's more of the sweet, creamy cake kind of ish note. But then I threw in there a little bit of graham cracker from Flavor West at 0.75%, just to give it the grain. So it's kind of like what Emily did with the cornbread pudding. It's just enough to bump up the grain a little bit.
That's a great idea, because Flavor West graham cracker is so like grainy and heavy and like, it's good.
And you don't want too much of it, otherwise it would have changed the taste too much. So just enough to give it some grain. Plus, it does grow with time. And I really like the way Flavor West graham cracker mixes with almond or pistachio or anything like that. It works really, really well with that. So anybody out there that's using a pistachio and almond, Flavor West graham cracker is fantastic for that.
Nice.
Then I used the Bounty from Mullenberry, because it's got coconut and chocolate in it. It's really, really good. That's another flavor that can go really high, but I didn't want it to be like a main player either. So it kind of like swirls into the frosting is what my intention with it was. So there's a chocolate note, little bit of coconut that you love, Emily, in that, you know, it's in essence within the mix. It's not primary, but you can definitely tell that there's a pinch of chocolate in there, and that chocolate plays really well with pistachio and almond. And that meringue took my Bavarian cream and converted it into a frosting like, and I used the meringue pretty high at 1%. To me, that's pretty high because when you use meringue over 0.5%, it's noticeable, and you can get texture out of it. So with the 1% in there, it kind of made my frosting separate from the cake. That Bavarian cream got separated. So I really enjoyed it. It's pretty good. It's pretty almondy. It's a nutty mix. It's cakey. It's pretty good. It takes about 7 days steep. Although I then, you know, I made it last week, so I'm at 7 days today, and it's pretty freaking good. I'm not sure what it'll do with more time, whether it'll actually get even creamier, or if the cake notes will come out more. I'm thinking the cake notes will come out more because of the Flavor West graham cracker. So that's my educated guess.
Cool. This is really good, except for the coconut.
Except for the coconut.
Yeah,
you
but you
can
know
substitute that. They have another chocolate. You could substitute that for s'mores if you don't want the coconut in there. Mullenberry s'mores would work as well. It just wouldn't have the coconut note. So basically, this is 3 layers of nuts.
Nice. 3 layers of nuts, guys.
Because 2 is just not enough.
Nope. Gotta have 3. Very nice. Very good. This looks good.
I almost did coconut, but I figured you were going to do that. So I went cheesecake route.
Cool. Thank you for sharing so much. That looks really good. Yeah, and I don't see many people using that Flavor West graham cracker like that, just as an additive really low. It's something that I do from time to time. But normally when you see graham cracker, it's like 2-3%, like as a made note, because I mean it is delicious. It's a great made note, but it's awesome. It's also great. It's just a small little, accent to make it things a little malty or darker or grainy like she did there.
Yeah, I mean, I really enjoy Flavor West graham crackers so much. I could probably just vape that as a solo flavor if I ever had to. But I like the way that Flavor West graham cracker mixes with any kind of pistachio or any kind of almond. A lot of times I mix it with, which I was going to use some marzipan, but I figured JJ was going to do that, so I didn't. So that's why I used the almond instead.
Look at us, thinking about what the other one's going to do.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not using that because that's what JJ is going to use.
What a team we are.
We want variety.
We're trying to give the folks variety, so we try not to mix the same thing.
Hey, and I kept it at 6 ingredients, and there's no sweetener in here. However, I will also say you can add sweetener, but the almonds bring out a lot of sweetness in the mix anyways, and so does the graham cracker.
There's 7, but for you, that's a simple mix. Good job.
How's that 7?
Almond, Bavarian cream, Bounty, graham cracker, meringue, pistachio, vanilla cupcake. 7.
You lost the ability to count.
I was about to say,
oh no, my screen, shut up, Rin. My screen was up. I missed the almond. Okay, got it. You're right, 7. Thank you, Emily. Thank you for setting me straight.
Yeah, no problem.
I work at a bank, man. We use calculators. Without calculators,
that is scary. You work at a bank and you can't count to 7.
Look at numbers all day long. That's what I do.
All right. Who's
I'm avoiding
next?
your bank now. Just saying.
Your money is safe with me.
I'm sure.
I think that's probably why I have a shopping problem. I see all these hundreds of thousands of millions of dollars, and I'm like, I want to spend some of the money I don't have. Let me spend the money I don't have and get in debt.
Let me spend some of your money. Yeah.
I can't do that, but I'll tell you what. I sometimes feel like working at the bank that I also bank in, I feel like every month I get my paycheck so that I can pay them back everything that I owe them. So it comes in my account and then it goes right back to theirs next day.
The perpetual flow of money.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Rin or Lumi, would either of you like to go next?
I'll go. So I went really weird. I didn't want to do the creme de menthe again. So I decided I would look at the colors and figure out what they could be. So I did blackcurrant and lime cake.
Ooh.
It's weird, but whatever. So I used Flavor Art blackcurrant. So Fresh will be very happy. 0.2%. Flavor West white cake at 1% and fluffy white cake at 1% from Wonder Flavors. That's kind of the cakey type base. And then I kind of wanted to make it kind of like a cheesecake and kind of like what it ended up doing was kind of turning it into like a buttercream frosting situation with the New York cheesecake from Purelum.
Cream cheese frosting. That's what I was aiming for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's something like that. I don't really do white cakes. I like chocolate if I'm going to eat a cake. And then 0.5% of Vape Train Persian lime because I wanted a lime that was like a little bit heavier and not super sweet. And that's kind of like what the Persian lime. It almost has like a rind-ish taste to it to kind of offset all the sweet notes.
I bet this is very light and refreshing.
It's weird.
Weird how? Weird good or weird bad?
It's good, but I would prefer not the blackcurrant to be there. But I tried blackberry in a different mix. That was awful. I don't know. Like I said, it's good.
Do you not like blackcurrant or you just don't like the way it mixed with the
I don't like
lime?
Blackcurrant.
Okay, well then that's a you thing. That's not a mix thing. Gotcha.
No.
I love blackcurrant.
Yeah, if you like blackcurrant, I think you would like this. It's just this type of profile just in general is not my thing.
Well, and it looks like with just a 0.2% and like the 0.5% of the lime, that you're giving the cakes a better chance to kind of stand out.
The lime cuts through quite a lot for being as low as it is.
Yeah.
It's not like cleanser type lime or anything like that.
That's
but
good.
You definitely taste lime. The blackcurrant is more of an accent for me.
Yeah, because Persian lime's kind of a brighter, like zestier lime, right?
Yeah, it's definitely zesty. And it tends to hang out a little bit better than other limes.
Oh, good. It doesn't fade.
Yeah. It'll fade slightly, but not as much.
Yeah, there's some really good lime flavors out there, but they just, after a while, the brightness goes away and they just fade into
a little bit of nothingness.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just reading the chat. Addie says Fresh will be happy, but it sucks in there. Yeah, if you have these ingredients, I would be interested to know what you think of it. Because if anyone is gonna like it, it would be him because he likes blackcurrant quite a lot.
I feel like Fresh is already walking around in his little room just pulling flavors.
Yeah, he's already on it.
Just laughing because he's like, bitch, I'm already doing it.
I like that. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say that I really like that you use Purelum New York cheesecake because that's a sleeper. Not many people use that flavor, and I really enjoy that as a kind of a Capella sub. Like it's not as like sour or tart as Capella. It's a really nice cheesecake flavor.
And I have a question about the white cake. So I have the white cake, but I keep using I'm using the fluffy. I guess that's the same one I'm using, isn't it?
I have no idea.
I'm using the one I'm using the sponge cake one. So what's the difference between the two?
One's a white cake and one's not?
No. That's not the answer I'm looking for. I'm looking for as far as flavor.
It's a yellow cake. A difference between a yellow and a white cake. The yellow cake's a little bit more buttery.
Heavier.
But do you think it's the grain part of it?
I don't get a different texture from them. personally.
No, it's just like the butter content, basically. You know, a yellow cake is a little bit heavier, a little bit richer, where a white cake is lighter and brighter, but the texture is basically the same.
So you'd have to push. So for somebody like me, you'd have to push it up to like 3 or 4% if I was only going to use that, right?
For fluffy white cake, yeah, 2 or 3 for you.
Okay.
I didn't want to do yellow cake because the cheesecake is already there, and I felt like it would be too buttery at that point.
Yeah, that's a good call because that is a really rich cheesecake.
The reason I'm asking is because this gives me an excuse to use my fluffy white cake, because I've never really seen anything that was in it, so I've not used it at all. And I have a 60 ml bottle.
Are you talking about fluffy white cake, or are you talking about Flavor West white cake? I have 2.
I don't know. Let me look. I'll be right back. Y'all keep talking. I'll be right back.
Because this whole time I've been talking about Flavor West. The fluffy white cake's something completely different. So the fluffy white cake, I get a lot.
I am talking about Flavor West. I just don't know what the name. I know it's a white cake from Flavor West, and it's
there's
not
Flavor West white cake, Flavor West like birthday cake, Flavor West yellow cake, obviously, which is super like rich.
I don't use their yellow cake. I use their sponge cake one.
Oh, the sponge cake. Yeah, and that's like a Twinkie. You know, it's like. Yeah, it's a little bit darker, but not as dark as yellow cake.
And
do we have that settled? Did we answer your question to? Oh, she's gone.
Not paying attention. Let her go.
Yeah, but the fluffy white cake has like the frosting note. I think it has a really nice frosting note, but it doesn't have quite enough cake in it for me, so that's why I added the other cake to it.
Yeah,
and then the cheese. So it's just all cake.
To layer those two, like I love fluffy white cake, but to layer it with Flavor West white cake that was a good idea.
You can also do angel cake by Wonder Flavors, but I figured I already did that before, so do something else.
Trying something new.
Yeah, it's definitely white cake. I have a 60 ml of white cake. I don't know that you can see it because of the stupid light, but there it is. It's white cake, and I've never used it.
It's good. Use it. Mix it with either fluffy white cake or angel cake from Wonder Flavors.
Okay.
It's good.
I buy shit in a 60 ml, and then it just sits.
All right. Thanks, Rin. Lumi, how would you like to go last? Last but not least, our newest Vixen member, Lumi Streams.
Shit. We're already on the last one?
Yeah.
So, damn it.
Time flies when you're having fun, man.
I was trying to hide. So yeah, when I saw this cake, I saw the pistachio in there, but I decided to ignore that. That was going to be my plan B if plan A failed, because I really wanted to see if I could do a matcha tiramisu cake kind of thing going on.
Okay.
And I don't know how to describe this. Basically, I had an idea in my head, and I figured angel cake by Wonder Flavors paired with white fluffy cake. This was a semi-tip from Mr. Fresh03 would help me get my lady finger kind of note to it to add to the cakey note, since tiramisu by Jungle Flavors is more of that cocoa powder dry taste than it is cake. So 2 cakes to make the cakey more prominent in the tiramisu. And then I used coffee milk froth to try to get some coffee notes out of it. And then acai tea I thought would be similar to matcha. I was wrong there. What else did I do? Oh, and creme de menthe. I don't know why, but while I was searching through my flavors, it just seemed like it would be good in there. I mixed it up. At first, the floral notes were really strong, and today I'm vaping it again, and I swear the floral notes are somewhat gone, which is interesting. But when I first tried it, I didn't really know how to name it, so I went to Concrete River, who helped me out with naming some of the stuff. The notes were in all the flavors that he gave me. but my husband said it tasted like he was deep throating dandelions.
Hence the name.
So, yeah, I don't know how to describe this, but it didn't fail, so I didn't resort to my plan B of doing a pistachio cake. I just stuck with it. I have no idea what this is. I like it, though.
For future reference, Lumi, if you want matcha tea, you need to blend super concentrate green tea and flavor art green tea. The two of those combined, not too much. Go light on the flavor art green tea because it's kind of dirty.
Flavor art and what else?
Super concentrates.
Oh, okay.
The Chinese green tea. That one's a lot more like matcha tea.
Interesting. Cool.
Thanks for the idea, JJ.
You're welcome. I just happened to have picked those up because we were trying to mix a green tea for something. I don't remember what we were doing. But that looks interesting, Lumi.
I wish I would have thought of the matcha.
Rin's like, I wish I'd have thought of the matcha. And I'm just wondering about that creme de menthe.
It's in there. It's really, I don't know it. I think Concrete said it perfectly. Somehow the creme de menthe rounds it out perfectly. Like, I have no idea what I was thinking. Normally, if I see something and I get like an image in my head, I just kind of go off. And I just
Gotcha.
sniffing.
There's nothing wrong with that. It's creativity. It's the way your brain operates. It just takes you to a different place. And sometimes it tastes good and sometimes it doesn't.
I've been seeing a lot of people doing a lot of stuff with matcha. Myself included, have been on the matcha train for quite a while. And then I see people doing like matcha pancakes, matcha this. And I was like, matcha tiramisu sounds really good. So if I could turn this into a cake, I'm going for it.
I've never even had the balls to drink matcha tea.
It's delicious.
It's like,
how is it different from green tea?
It's green tea on crack.
But what if you don't like green tea?
It's like green tea espresso.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll have to try it. Like, I have to.
You won't like it.
Huh?
You don't like green tea, you probably won't like it.
I mean, I'm okay with green tea, but I always have to have it mixed with another fruit. You know what I mean? Like, I buy the green tea with pomegranate or the green tea with whatever, combo there is at the store. Orange, and
strawberry matcha.
I love
strawberry matcha is delicious.
So I think I would like matcha because I really like green tea. I've been drinking it like straight, like unsweetened with nothing in it, and I like it. So I want to try matcha.
A tiny bit of stevia is nice in it.
I like the soy milk with it because soy milk has that little bit of sweet, thick note.
You guys are drinking it with milk?
Yeah, you can.
Warm?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, that's why
put it in hot
we're
water.
different because I drink all my teas cold.
Well, you can also make it into a milkshake, a matcha milkshake. I've done that too.
Okay. I might just gather.
Throw some coconut ice cream in there. Throw coconut ice cream, a packet of the powder matcha in it, and some milk or some almond milk.
I'll have to try it, so at least I know what the hell you guys are talking about.
She looks horrified.
I'm like
you guys do what?
Coconut, green tea? Yuck.
Just go to Starbucks and ask for the little sample cups of matcha. Just be like,
that's a great idea. I'll do that tomorrow. Thank you. Because then at least I'll have an idea without having to spend a bunch of money.
Yeah, you could try it cold and you could try it hot. You could try it with coffee, like whatever they'll allow you to try it with, but that's always a good way to test it.
Good idea.
Don't judge it based on that because I don't like the one from Starbucks.
Great. That's fantastic.
I'm just saying.
I thought I was onto something here.
I mean, you can try it still, but get you a chestnut praline latte. That's what you need to get.
Text that to me so that I know what to order.
Get that as your main thing, and you can dabble into the matcha life for free at least. They normally allow you like at least 1 to 2 samples, so you could be like,
I wouldn't mind buying a small. Of course, they don't call them small at Starbucks. What is that called? A tall? Yeah, I'll buy a tall, and then if I don't like it, I'll hand it to my daughter, and she'll drink it. She'll drink anything that's healthy. She's like, if it tastes green and like dirt, She's like, oh, this is delicious. She is definitely a Gen Xer. She's like, oh, dirt. Yes, it tastes good.
What's that supposed to mean? I'm a Gen Xer.
No.
I don't like drinking dirt.
We're all Gen Xers.
I'm sorry, no, she's a
Winston.
Gen Z. Gen Z, Gen
Yeah.
Z.
Okay. A millennial.
Sorry.
She's a millennial.
No, she's past that. She's the next group of kids.
Yeah,
And
she's
then
into-
the millennials were all the screw ups, like my son, and then there's another group right under them.
Millennials started in like 81 through like 96 or something, 97.
Yeah.
So, everybody born from like 97 and on are the Gen Z ones.
Yeah, she's
Generation
a
Y
2001.
kinda
She's a
turned into them.
2001 kid, and my son is a 94 kid. So
I'm gonna warn you right now, just for calling me a mess up, because I am a millennial. I'm coming after you.
I'm very sad.
come
to
on, baby,
figure
I
out-
like company.
I'm
I'm
coming.
sad to find out I was a millennial. I thought I was too old. I thought it was younger people.
Oh, it's your generation. I love you guys though.
She
You
just
guys are
pissed
the ones
off
that
half
got
the-
Hey,
away.
we're all fuck ups.
Well,
I love my son. He's my favorite.
The oldest millennials are like 37, I believe, is what they said was the cutoff. So
Yeah,
everybody
My son
younger
is,
than
my
37.
son is my favorite. You millennials are fun.
Oh, now you're changing your tune.
Millennials are fun.
They are fun. They
Can we go back
they
and screen grab her saying that millennials are fuck ups?
All right, guys, let's redirect here. Let's focus.
Look, I'm an old lady, okay? I'm the oldest amongst all of you guys. Hey, I'll turn 48 next month.
All
Are
right,
you a boomer?
we did have someone play along with us. Only one person. Good old Sam. We can always count on Sam. He did play along with us. Samuel Thurstein, also known as I Am Sam on things, ELR. He did an Andy's cake. So he did 2.5% Mullenberry cookie bite, 3% Flavor West creamy sponge cake, 1.8% Flavor West creme de menthe, 3% Wonder Flavors fluffy white cake, and then 0.6% Capella super sweet. I Flavor West creme de menthe, if I'm not mistaken, it's a little bit lighter than Flavora. So I bet it would be really good in a cake. This looks really interesting.
Flavor West creme de menthe is actually like a very mild pepper, like a creamy peppermint almost.
Mm-hmm.
So it is mild, especially if you're using it at 1.8%. It's probably just giving him some coolness. Like Lumi used it too, didn't you, Lumi?
I used mine at 0.12%.
You did Flavor West as well? Okay. I was
Yeah,
thinking Flavora, but
no, Flavora's got chocolate notes in it. These don't. This one
Yeah.
doesn't. These are it's like a creamy mint.
Nice. Well, that looks really good. This creamy sponge cake and the fluffy white cake from Wonder Flavors, that's a good combo of cake. And like the cookie bite, do you guys get a lot of chocolate from the cookie bite?
No. I get like the cookie with nothing in it.
Yeah.
I've not tried it yet. I think I have it, but I haven't tried it yet.
Like it's a little bit darker, like I think what he's doing here is getting kind of like the crispy edges of the cake with that, using that cookie bite, which is really smart.
Interesting.
Thank you, Sam.
Good old Sam.
Good old Sam. We can always count on Sam.
He told me the other day, he's told me that he watches the show and we give him inspiration, give him something new to mix every week with our pictures. So, because sometimes he doesn't have time between work and his daughter and stuff like that to think of something new. And when he sees our picture, it gives him some inspiration for that week's mix.
Awesome. That's great. It's kind of why we do it, That's very cool. All right, so I think next week we're not doing a profile. It's just a chit chat week. We're just gonna hang out and talk, and basically what we do now, but with less structure.
And no recipes.
And yeah, no recipes.
You get to
guys
take
have
a recipe
questions?
break.
So this is your chance to think of any questions, mixing related or not, that you want to ask us, and maybe we'll answer them.
Yeah,
And
people
maybe
should
it could be a
leave in the
question about how I
comments.
like matcha tea.
Oh, we'll be asking you next week because we expect you to try it.
I'm gonna try it tomorrow.
You
I'm gonna
should-
try it tomorrow.
You should try it live on the show next week.
They do have soy milk at Starbucks, and soy milk adds a little bit of sweetness to it on its own, so I would go that route.
Okay. My daughter is lactose intolerant, and so she hasn't had real milk in a long time. And last night she had real chocolate milk, and she said, "Mom, it's so delicious. I can't believe that I'm doing without it. It's just not the same." I was like, "Oh, you see why you got to go ruin a good thing? You didn't even know." Now she
Yeah.
knows what real chocolate milk tastes like.
So
can't
the
do
same
like
one who is okay with drinking dirt now wants real chocolate milk.
She didn't know what she was missing until this weekend.
Go figure. That's right. I say if you don't know what's missing, just keep it that way because you're blissfully ignorant.
Yeah, now she has to go buy milk that doesn't have lactose in it.
And lactate. That's what I drink. That's why I get soy milk. Lactate and soy milk.
That's what she drinks, almond milk.
I do. Yeah, I do almond milk and
I hate
things.
almond milk. It's not milky enough. I like
I
my
prefer coconut milk
Soy
or
just
raw
isn't,
milk.
soy isn't that great for.
She's like, well, I don't like soy milk either. But another one she likes is that pistachio. What is it? The
Cashew.
cashew milk. Yeah.
Have,
she likes the
have any
cashew
of you
milk.
tried macadamia milk?
No.
No, but that sounds delicious.
Yeah, I haven't tried it either, but I want to. But
Oat milk is disgusting. That's all I gotta say.
oh yeah.
The flavor too.
So is the flavor. Well,
No, the flavoring is actually not bad.
I haven't mixed it other than like an accent note. I think I used it last week as an accent note or the week before. I'm scared of it because of the way it smells. I'm like, well, this will add an accent, but I don't know if I want to use it at 1%.
It's not a full flavoring to use. It's an accent note.
Okay. I know,
All
but I
right,
usually
guys,
single flavor test those.
what do you say we wrap this up?
Sounds good to me.
All right. Before we go and thank our sponsors and all that, I want to do a little bit of shameless shilling. Okay, well, it's not shameless because I don't like this, but E-cig Express is still selling our one shots. I just put the link in the chat, so get them while you can because we don't know how long that they'll still sell them for. And I'm a freaking brand now, guys. I have a line of apparel at Vaping Swag.
Show it.
Hold on. Show it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Screen share.
All right.
I want to see.
All right. Hold on. I wasn't ready.
You're not ready. How are you going to show and not be ready?
I know. I wasn't planning on showing it. I was just.
Why not? If you're not going to show it, then don't shill it.
All right. So this is it. I've got 3 different styles of shirts. My favorite,
I love it.
I think is because I like my hair and the cocoa knot because everyone knows I hate coconut. And then the 3-2-1 mix. Let's go because I'm always using like 1-2-3s and 3-2-1, like 3 flavor mixes. And then this is really cool. Actually, Shane came up with this one. I don't know. You probably can't see my mouse, but it's. Let's see if I can enlarge it. It's just like an aperture, a picture of an aperture with my name on it, because that's where I got my name from. Since I was a photographer.
The backpack has it on it a little bit larger.
Oh yeah, thank you. Duh. The backpack. Look at that logo. It's pretty sweet, right?
I like it.
So yeah, and you get like black, white, gray, but also he did a special color for me because I'm awesome and he loves me. He did orange, so you can also get it in orange, and it's a really cool way to donate to advocacy because all the proceeds from this, after he gets paid, and he pays for the costs and electricity and whatnot, all the proceeds go to advocacy. So That's pretty cool.
I love it. I love it. But you know what I was thinking? You needed to close your porn tab when you were screen sharing because we saw it there.
Oh, stop.
Her computer works fine.
Yeah.
Right. I've got good anti-malware.
He also probably doesn't have two programs conflicting with each other.
Yeah,
Hush, hush, hush.
that's right. I know how to compute. All right, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. We love doing this every week with you guys, for you guys. Let's thank our sponsors. Thank you very much, Flora, and thank you, Bull City. Our newest sponsor, flavorstogo.ca. They do carry some Purellum, so if you're in Canada, check them out. And I think the way it sounds, he would be open to getting more flavors from that brand, because the Purellum selection isn't as vast as, say, Nick River or anything, but he would be open to take requests, basically. And then thank you very much, Scott, over at All the Flavors, for letting us have our Mixin Vixens account so we can keep all of our recipes in one place for you guys. And Wayne, thank you so much for putting us on your network of podcasts and whatnot, so more people can find us easier.
And did you guys mention Bull City?
Did I not?
I don't know. I just figured I'd show them.
I don't remember. Yeah, Bull City, Mixin Vixens for a 6% discount. They're, as they were talking in the chat earlier during the show, they're super fast with their shipping. They're awesome.
And our one-shots are still available as far as I know.
Yep, they are.
Express. Or Flavor Jungle.
Did they already officially change the website?
I don't think so.
Not yet.
It says coming soon on the thing. It says coming soon. They're going to be changing to Flavor Jungle, which, in my opinion, they should have done that. When Bull City changed their name, couple years ago, whatever. But they're doing it now, so hopefully they'll stay alive because they're awesome too.
I hope so. I hope what Trump does is just leave DIY alone, because they did mention that a couple of times. Oh, the homebrew stuff. I was like, yeah, that, leave it alone.
Yeah, nice. Hopefully, that would be great. All right, guys, thank you so much. We'll see you next week for our chit chat show. Everybody, have a good night.